What if everything you see, feel, and think isn't real? Not in the sense of being imaginary, but because reality itself might be a kind of rendered experience, projected by something far beyond what we can perceive. The idea that we live in a simulation isn't new. Philosophers have questioned the nature of existence for centuries. But today, technology and quantum physics are turning that question into a scientific debate. Some scientists believe that reality might be information, a vast computational field where matter, space, and time are not fundamental but emergent. The equations of physics describe not solid objects, but processes, algorithms running in an invisible code. So if everything is computation, who or what is running it? In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed a bold argument. If any advanced civilization could simulate consciousness, it's statistically far more likely that we're living in a simulation than outside one. Because once simulation technology exists, the number of simulated realities would vastly outnumber physical ones. But this theory isn't just philosophy. Physics seems to be whispering the same thing. Quantum experiments show that particles don't have defined states until observed. They behave like probabilities, like data waiting to be read. Some physicists, like John Wheeler, went further. He suggested that reality is participatory, that the universe comes into being through acts of observation, as if the cosmos itself is running on feedback. If that's true, then what we call matter may be a projection from a deeper informational field, like pixels lighting up when consciousness looks at them. Some thinkers go even further. They say we are not merely inside the simulation, but that we are the simulation, the consciousness observing itself through infinite perspectives. In this view, the universe isn't a machine but a mind, a self-aware system exploring every possible way of being. Every thought, every life, every world is a different line of code in a cosmic program whose purpose is to experience itself completely. That's why some philosophers describe consciousness as non-local, not trapped in the brain, but a field that the brain tunes into, much like an antenna. Your body might be an avatar, your memories data points, your emotions part of the feedback loop that keeps the system learning. And if consciousness is the source, not the product, of reality, then death might not be an end, but a reset. A return to the original field of awareness before entering another simulation, another story, another form. But how would we know if this is true? Researchers have tried to find physical glitches, traces that our universe runs on finite computational resources. Some suggest the graininess of space-time at the Planck scale could be evidence of a discrete structure, like pixels in the fabric of existence. Others, like theoretical physicist Sabine Hossenfelder, caution that we should not confuse metaphor with mechanism. The simulation idea might be a poetic way of expressing something deeper, that the universe is fundamentally informational, but not literally digital. And then there's another interpretation. Perhaps the simulation is not technological at all, but spiritual. Maybe what we call God, Source, or the universe, is not a programmer, but pure awareness, exploring itself through every possible experience, from atoms to stars, from you to me. So the question isn't whether we're trapped in a simulation. The real question is, who is playing? If consciousness is universal, then each of us is both the player and the played, the dreamer and the dream. That would make existence not an illusion but a masterpiece of perception, a game of infinite perspectives, where every loss, love, and discovery serves a single purpose: expansion. Maybe we're not meant to escape the simulation, but to awaken within it. To realize that the boundary between player and world, between self and everything, has always been imaginary. And when you see that clearly, the question, is this real, stops mattering. Because reality is not what happens to you, it's what happens through you. If this made you question the world a little more deeply, subscribe to Smart Reels, where science meets consciousness, and share this with someone who's ready to see beyond the screen.